Manchester United could be preparing for a huge midfield signing this summer, and the push might be coming from inside the dressing room. According to new reports, Casemiro has personally recommended Bruno Guimarães as his successor at Old Trafford. Even more interesting, INEOS have already made informal contact with the player's entourage to explore the possibility of a deal. But here's the big question: would Newcastle United actually sell one of their most important players? And could Bruno Guimarães be the perfect midfield partner for Kobbie Mainoo in United's new era? Let's break down everything happening in this developing transfer story. Reports suggest that Casemiro has already informed Manchester United that he plans to leave the club in June. The Brazilian midfielder has been one of the most experienced leaders in the squad since arriving from Real Madrid in 2022. But now, as United prepare for a major midfield rebuild, Casemiro has reportedly suggested someone he believes could replace him. That player? Bruno Guimarães. The Newcastle United midfielder is also Brazilian, and he has long admired Casemiro's game. Earlier this season, Guimarães even described Casemiro as a complete player and a leader. So it seems the respect goes both ways, and now that admiration could lead to a major transfer story this summer. According to reports, Manchester United have already taken the first step. INEOS, the group now leading the club's football operations, have reportedly made informal contact with Guimarães' representatives. The goal? To find out whether the Brazilian midfielder would be open to a move to Old Trafford. Of course, contacting a player's entourage is usually just the first stage of a potential transfer, but it shows that United are seriously considering him as a midfield target, and financially the club appears ready to make a big move. Signing Bruno Guimarães would not be cheap. According to market estimates, the Brazilian midfielder is currently valued at around €75 million, which is roughly £65 million. But Manchester United may need to go even higher. Reports suggest the club could be willing to spend up to £80 million to secure the deal. And honestly, that price reflects just how important Guimarães has been for Newcastle United. Since joining the club from Olympique Lyonnais in 2022, he has become one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Newcastle see him as a key part of their long-term project, which means convincing them to sell will be extremely difficult. And when you look at his performances this season, it's easy to see why he's so highly valued. Across all competitions this season, Bruno Guimarães has recorded 35 appearances, 9 goals, 7 assists. For a central midfielder, those numbers are incredibly impressive, but statistics only tell part of the story. Guimarães is known for his complete midfield profile. He can or control possession, break up opposition attacks, create chances, and score important goals. In other words, he's the kind of all-action midfielder every top team wants, and that's exactly why Manchester United are interested. One of the biggest questions for United's future midfield is how to build the team around Kobbie Mainoo. The young midfielder has already established himself as one of the most exciting talents at the club. But Mainoo still needs experience and leadership next to him, and this is where Bruno Guimarães could be the perfect fit. While Mainoo brings calmness on the ball, creativity and technical quality, Guimarães offers aggression, leadership, tactical intelligence, and together they could form one of the most balanced midfield partnerships in the Premier League. However, Guimarães is not the only midfielder on Manchester United's radar. Reports suggest the club has several other targets as they prepare for the summer window. Those include Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton, Carlos Baleba. Interestingly, another Newcastle player has also been linked with United. That player is Sandro Tonali, so clearly the club is exploring multiple options as part of their midfield rebuild. But Guimarães might have one key advantage: experience. Compared to the other targets, he has already proven himself at the highest level in the Premier League, and that could make him the safest option for United. Of course, there is one huge obstacle. Newcastle United do not want to sell Bruno Guimarães. He is one of the most important players at St James's Park, and the club sees him as a leader of their project. Unless a massive offer arrives, Newcastle will likely fight hard to keep him, which means Manchester United would probably need to break the £80 million mark to make the deal happen. And even then, the decision could depend on whether Guimarães himself pushes for the move. So Manchester United fans, this could become one of the biggest transfer stories of the summer. Casemiro may be leaving Old Trafford, but if his recommendation is followed, Bruno Guimarães could be the man to replace him. The big question is, would you spend £80 million to bring the Newcastle midfielder to Manchester United? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Manchester United news.